It's a bit windy outside today, sparrows. I hope you're all really cozy in your nests. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. You look really cozy. Well, today I was having one of those days. I thought I really feel like hugging somebody because I'm missing some friends and family and I'm such a huggy person. So on my spirit walk with the dog this morning, I tried hugging a tree. I tell you, it was fabulous. That tree was just, hugging and the wind was blowing and blowing. And I was thinking, that feels so good to hug something. Then this big gust of wind came up and this big pile of leaves whooshed over me, and Django jumped on me because he was so excited in the wind, and poof! I fell over in a big pile of leaves. You even have, look at this beautiful piece of moss. Oh, I love moss. Oh, isn't that lush? This has inspired me for the next thing I'm going to do. Let's put this lovely piece of moss here. So I wanted to talk about hugging things if you're missing somebody. If you don't have a tree near you, how about a pillow? Here's a nice pillow. Put your arms around it and give it a squeeze. You can rest your little head right into it and think, oh yes, because you're really hugging yourself at the same time, and it's really important to give ourselves a little hug every day. Hello, me. How are you doing? Yeah, it's a tough day today. Extra hugs for your tough day. Hug, 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 hug. And then you can send your huggy thoughts on the wind to whomever you would like to hug. So today our wishes are huggy wishes on the wind to whomever we would like to hug. And make sure you hug yourself every single day. So yesterday the memory got full on my camera because I'm having to use my phone as my camera because I didn't know that I would be having to tell stories like this. So in the middle of Pippi in the classroom drawing on the floor. So all of the children had been given paper and they were all doing their drawings on the paper. And Pippi, you know Pippi, she can't be contained into one little piece of paper. So she's now on the floor drawing in chalk, a big, gigantic drawing on the floor. Are you sitting comfortably? I have my storytelling wish right beside me. Oh, Steffi, quick. Put on your glasses or you won't be able to see. Okay, there we are. How's that? Oh, the glamour of the forest. I'd highly recommend rolling in a pile of leaves. You never know what you might come out with. So, there she is on the floor and she's saying, do you have your cup of tea? I'm saying that, not Pippi. Are you sitting comfortably? Do you have your daydream wishes? Yes, let's have a little rest in the pages of this story. So there she is, and Pippi says to the teacher, well, I filled my paper long ago, and there isn't enough room on a piece of paper for a whole horse. So now I'm just using this chalk on the floor, and soon I will have to draw its tail right out into the hallway. The teacher, this Pippi was not going to be contained in a classroom, and the teacher was a very wise teacher and decided to say, I think all of the children, it would be a great idea if everyone went out into the playground to play. And Pippi, could I just have a little chat with you while the children go outside? So when the children were outside, Pippi came up to the teacher and said, "Teacher, you're awfully nice. But do you know what? It was awfully jolly to come to school to find out what it was like, because I've never been to school before, so I didn't really know. And even though I won't get any Christmas vacation, there are all too many apples and ibexes and those tables, and it makes me so dizzy in my head. So I hope that you, teacher, you won't be too sorry if I just leave and do my learnings at home in Villa Vellicula with Mr. Nielsen and my horse, my porch horse." The teacher had a good think, and then the teacher said, "Pippi, I understand. I understand that you have led a very interesting life, one that not many children in our village has had the chance to experience, and you have learned many great things about the world and yourself and your skills. And I would like you to know that if at any time you wish to come back and learn anything about the multiplication tables or reading or anything else that we learn in the classroom, of which there are many things, please come back and see me. You are always welcome in our classroom, and I understand that you would prefer to be free in Villa Vellicula, where you are doing absolutely brilliantly with your own kind of learning." And Pippi said, "Well, that's awfully nice. Thank you very much, teacher." And out of her pocket, Pippi took a lovely little gold watch and laid it on the teacher's desk. The teacher said, "Thank you very, very much. I don't usually accept gifts. How about we consider this a borrow? I will borrow this beautiful watch and think of you often. And should you ever wish to tell the time, you can come back and visit me, and we will tell the time together." "Thank you so much," said Pippi. "I really appreciate that. So off I go. Cheerio. Thanks an awful lot, teacher." And off she skipped out into the schoolyard, where all the children were gathered around her horse. And Pippi said with her hands on her hips, "Well, children, you ought to know that the schools in Argentina have strictly no lessons in their classrooms. It is against the law in Argentina." I think Pippi's telling a very tall tale again, don't you? Yes. She is a very good tall tale teller. She's a tall tale teller. She's a terrific tall tale teller. And that is hard to say. So one of the boys asked, "But what do they do in the schools then?" "Well, said Pippi, "they eat caramel candies. There is a long pipe that goes from the caramel candy factory directly down the pipe into the classroom, and caramel candy shoots out of the pipe all day long, where the children run around and catch the caramel candy and gobble them all up." "But what do the teachers do?" one of the girls asked. "Well, the teachers, they take off all the wrappers from the caramel candy, and they fold them into tiny little origami ducks and horses and frogs. You know, the ones that jump if you press the back? Boop, 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 boop. Except that sounds like a duck, not a frog. I'm getting everything confused with the blue heron I saw that flew over my head yesterday, which did sound like a giant frog in the sky. I am off topic. So, also, said Pippi, They don't even go to school there themselves. In Argentina, if you have a brother or a sister, you send your brother or your sister to school instead. The children were amazed, for they didn't know that Pippi was a tall tale teller, a terrific tall tale teller. How many T's is that? Terrific tall tale teller. 4 T's. She's a 4T tall tale. You see if you can say that. So Pippi waved her hat in the air and said, "So long, kids. Now you won't see me for a while, but always remember, how many apples did Axel eat before Axel got a tummy ache?" Isn't Axel a great name? I love that name. I think all people called Axel are really good people. Here's to all the Axels in the world. Here's to you. With a ringing laugh, Puppy rode out through the gate, wildly down the high street, with pebbles blurring everywhere, and the horses' hoofs clippity-cloppeting, and the window panes rattling, and all the people came out of their houses to see who was the strange girl galloping down the street towards Villa Vellicula. "Cheerio, Pippi!" all the children waved. "Have fun with adventures. We hope you come back to visit us with more of your tall tales." For really, they knew that Pippi was telling tall tales, but they're so fun to listen to that they didn't really mind, and they were very keen to hear some more. And that is where I'm going to end today's story, presented to you by a windy day, hugging trees or pillows, and finding a little bit of magic wherever you go. And our special thanks to Lily and her idea for strawberries. Actually, this was peach jam, but we didn't have any strawberry jam. And this was homemade by the boys' grandma in Palmerston. And so I just called it strawberry jam. Even though it's peach, it's okay, because we're telling little magical stories every day. There we are. Brought to you by Strawberries. And thank you so much for being in the nest. And I hope you feel a little bit hugged. Can I do a little hug? Hug. Ooh, that works. Hug. Hug if you're far away in Switzerland and Spain and England and America and all the people in our community. We're sending you hugs. Ooh, we're sending you hugs. Whoosh, 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 whee. Okay, see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I have to dress up as. I'm waiting for a request, and bing, bing, one just came in. Oh boy, you'll have to tune in tomorrow. Bye.